And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Martinez. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Check 9, check 9. Watch the safety creep. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 37, check 37. Sponge, sponge, sponge.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Off of play action, Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Darnold from the gun. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
You see me?
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bears take over.
At their own 47-yard line. Let's go!
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Martinez throwing on third and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 16, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The Bears on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Martinez. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A big play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. An inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, basically bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They begin the drive with Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Running from the gun, Johnson.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Darnold now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Stay with your man.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Red 80. Watch twist. Watch twist. Quick edge. Go. He's checking. No 80. Shoot. Check.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Check. Lucky. Kill.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down, and the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. And they're just going to run it here up the middle, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and more past the 30 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, switch. Yo, 80.
Hey, I-7.
36. Line 36. I'm coming.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Greystone, travel.
And 80. Lotion.
Yo, 80. Hey, zoom.
Throwing on second and long. Darnold. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Darnold forced out to his left. Bryant has it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
36 to Mike. I'm on.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Watch 36.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Martinez. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one. Back to the 13. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That's going to be caught. That's good for 28 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it is 28-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, it's Cohen. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's get it. Watch 36. 36.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
That's going to be a long day. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Yo, lady. 36 to Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the lady.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 36. Mike 36. I got one. Watch 36.
And they are going for it. Darnold. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Man, 80. Shit. Watch this lady.
Go!
Mike 36.
Keep going, oh, keep going.
36.
On first down, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And this is caught at the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 16, Darnold toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch 30. Yo, 80. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Back to throw, Darnold. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 73 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Go into those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Hey, exit.
Focus, defense, focus. 51 the mic, boys, 51. Tackles, tackle. 51 mic.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now it's Darnold. Flushed out right. Going for a right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Darnold on first down. Being chased down, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
36.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40. To throw is Darnold. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again is Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. This is Cohen, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Well, that'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on fourth down? To throw is Martinez. Throwing on fourth down. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. On 3rd down, it's Cohen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Cohen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Tennessee...